Hey guys, it's Christmas Eve and I'm doing a little bit of grunt work on the crypto system, so I thought I'd fill you in. So the first thing that I need to do is come up with a universe of coins to trade. Now, what I'm doing first is building the algo on Binance. And the reason for that is if I can sequester some data that I never build the system using, and then later on when the system is built, we can test it against that data that we never used in backtesting. Then we can use that as a check to see if I'm just fooling myself. So anyway, so here's what I did. I went to CoinMarketCap, the Binance markets, and I went down, and a lot of these markets are like USD tethers and weird things, so what I want to trade is only the coins against BTC pairs. The goal of a momentum system is to beat the market, and Bitcoin is the market. So there's not much point, for example, in holding, say, VeChain Bitcoin, VET BTC. Let's have a look at it. You can see that lately, since July, it's gone straight down against Bitcoin, but if we do against US dollars, it's probably going to have gone up. You can see what I mean? So the role of Bitcoin, as Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin's done this, obviously, so it's right. So it's risen. The rising tide has floated all boats. So anyways, so what I've done is I've gone down through this list until I got bored, which was about 350, and I just took the BTC ones. I didn't take like Australian dollar, USD tether. Like, that's a stupid thing to trade. We're trading cryptos, right? And I didn't take any of the ETH pairs or USD tether pairs. And so I've got this list. Okay, so now what's the next stage? What's the next stage is I need to develop my ranking methodology as at once a week. Now, the first thing that's tempting to do, that's a mistake when you're building systems, is to have a computer do a giant backtest and stick a fork in and say, okay, it made money, blah, blah, blah. What we want to do is test everything in isolation, like scientists. So the first thing we want to do is develop a ranking methodology for all of these and look at the top ones, and then we want to check a couple of months later, how did they do? Like, irrespective of your position sizing, irrespective of your stop loss, irrespective of your exit algorithm, did they on average go up, and how fast did they go up? Which is going to be a very interesting calculation. And one of the things I want to point out to you is if we take random things like REN BTC, let's take a couple of them and let's look at them. Let's look at it on Binance. So you can see this year that's mostly gone down. So if you had have held that, you'd be owning less Bitcoins than you did at the start. Let's look at another couple at random. Same basic thing. It's gone down. It's starting to go up again now. Let's look at a few at random and okay, this one's gone up and gone down recently. ZET BTC. Let's look at it on Binance. This one's gone down. So if you held this would be a terrible thing to own. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to hold out of this list of 100 and something coins, 116 coins, we're trying to hold at any one time the ones that are going up against Bitcoin, because that's what we want. What we're trying to do with this system is we're trying to isolate this behavior and not have any part of this behavior. That's the goal. And as a gut call, as long as we have some method of going back to cash or back to Bitcoins in the hard times, this is going to be a very, very good system. And so what I really liked about doing this research manually is I saw that there really is only, out of this 116 coins, I went through every one, there's only maybe 10 that have actually gone up against Bitcoin. But if you got those 10, if we can find a way of mathematically isolating those 10 and doing it automatically so you don't have to actually touch it, man, we really got something cool. So I'm excited about this. I'm working away on it. So there you go. It's an update.